Good morning students, how are you? Hope you are good and doing well. Today we are going to discuss about remainder theorem. What is remainder theorem? Remainder theorem is nothing but reminders verification. So this is our definition. P of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. So means the P of x polynomial has including one of the variable. So let a be any real number. This is not a variable. Let a be any real number. If P of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a. In the long division method, if P of x is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is P of a. Means in the long division method, the polynomial P of x is divided by linear polynomial x minus a. Sum of the remainder we get. This is equal to when and substitute this real number in the given polynomial P of x, then the remainder results both are same. So next proof. P of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. G of x is x minus a. It is a linear polynomial. This is reminders verification theorem, works for only linear polynomials. Next quotient is q of x, we know that, and remainder is also r of x. So some important note, this is very important note to remember. Division rule, degree of p of x is greater than or equal to g of x. In the division rule, degree of p of x is greater than or equal to g of x. This is very important rule. So g of x is not equals to 0. In this method we have to find q of x and r of x. This is long division method objectives. We have to find in the long division method q of x and r of x. Long division method only works for when degree of the p of x is greater than or equal to g of x. Let's take an example and we have try to prove this theorem. The theorem, in this method we can find remainder without using any long division methods. In this method we can find remainder without using any long division methods. Here we have to take an example, that is p of x is equal to x minus 1. In this polynomial, the degree of variable x must be greater than or equals to 1. Here the degree of the variable is 1. And g of x is equal to, we take g of x is equal to some x, any variable. So
according to long division method,
this is q of x and this one is p of x. X1s are x. Here we have to take 0 because of our convenience. Here the remainder is finally minus 1. So
according to remainder theorem,
p of x is equal to x minus 1. Here g of x is equals to 0. So in this remainder verification theorem, we have to equating g of x is 0. Here our g of x is, value of g of x is x equals to 0. Let's substitute this value in the given polynomial. So then p of 0 is equal to 0 minus 1. So final result is minus 1. So both results are in the long division method, and remainder theorem state that both procedures gives the same result. So this is theoretical proof.
according to the division algorithm, we know the formula of division algorithm.
P of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So p of x is equals to x minus a, g of x is equals to, we know the value of g of x, that is x minus a into q of x plus r of x. So degree of r of x is equals to 0, or constant k. Why? Because this is some important note to remember, that is degree of g of x is always greater than r of x or r of x is equals to 0. This is the condition. The division will stops and we get the remainder, that is r of x. So here we substitute k value instead of r of x, and equation again reforms. P of x is equals to x minus a into q of x plus k.
According to remainder theorem,
G of x is equals to 0. So in the remainder theorem, we know that the divisor equating to 0 means g of x is equals to 0. So x minus a is equals to 0. Why? Because g of x, value of g of x is x minus a is equals to 0. So minus a transposes to plus a, x is equals to a. So p of a is equals to, so we have to substitute a value instead of x. Here this is the equation 1. So p of a is equals to a minus a into q of a plus k, that is equals to a minus a is equals to 0. The product of 0 of any value is 0 plus k. So final result is k. So the division algorithm final remainder and remainder theorems final results both are same. Another use of this remainder theorem is, in this remainder theorem we can find given g of x is a factor of p of x or not. So again I repeat, in this remainder theorem we can find given g of x is a factor of p of x or not. So first one, find the remainder theorem when x cube plus 1 divided by x plus 1. Here p of x is equal to x cube plus 1, g of x is equals to x plus 1. We have to find r of x. So by using remainder theorem, g of x is equals to 0. By using remainder theorem, equating given g of x is equals to 0. The g of x value is x plus 1, equating to 0, plus 1 transposes to minus 1. Substitute this value in p of x. So by the remainder theorem, p of x is equal to x cube plus 1 and p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 whole cube plus 1. Minus 1 whole cube means minus 1, again plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, result is 0. So the final result remainder is 0, and g of x is a factor of p of x. When in this substitution we get the remainder as 0, then given g of x is a factor of p of x, otherwise it is not a factor of p of x. So our second question, check whether the polynomial p of y is equal to 4y cube plus 4y square minus y minus 1 is a multiple of 2y plus 1. Here solution, 15 is the multiple of 2 digits, that is 3 and 5. First our question is 15 by 3. So here 3 completely divides 15 and gives the remainder 0. So here multiple means it is completely divides p of x. Here this is a g of x. Check whether it is completely divides p of x or not. So completely divides means it is a factor, or p of x is equals to, it is the product of two numbers 2y plus 1 into some of the other value. We get this multiple by using long division method, but our question is check whether it is a factor or not. Here p of x is equal to 4y cube plus 4y square minus y minus 1. G of x is equals to 2y plus 1. By using remainders theorem, equating g of x is equals to 0. So here g of x is equals to 2y plus 1. So 2y plus 1 is equals to 0. Let 2y is equals to minus 1 plus 1 transposes to minus 1 and y is equals to multiply transposes to division. So y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Let p of x is equals to 4y cube plus 4y square minus y minus 1. Substitute minus 1 by 2 instead of x. So p of minus 1 by 2 is equals to 4 into minus 1 by 2 whole cube plus 4 into minus 1 by 2 whole square minus of minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So 2 cube means here minus 1 by 8. 4 into minus 1 by 8 plus minus 1 by 2 whole square means minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, 2 2s are 4. So 4 into 1 by 4 plus minus into minus plus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Minus 1, minus 1. Here 4 2s are 8 and 4 1s are 4. Remaining minus 1 by 2 and 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 cancel. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel. So 0 is the final result. So given g of x is a multiple of p of x means given g of x is a factor of p of x. Here our second question, that is, if the polynomials ax cube plus 3x square minus 13 and 2x cube minus 5x plus a are divided by x minus 2 leaves the same remainder, find the value of a. So both polynomials, this is p1 of x, that is equal to ax cube plus 3x square minus 13, and p2 of x is equal to 2x cube minus 5x plus a. Both are divided by same divisor, that is equal to g of x, and this is also g of x. G of x is equal to x minus 2. X minus 2. By using remainder theorem, let g of x is equals to 0. So given linear equation equating to 0, that is equal to g of x is equal to x minus 2 is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 2 transposes to plus 2. Substitute this value instead of x in p1 of x. That is equal to p1 of 2 is equal to a into 2 cube and 3 into 2 square minus 13 minus 13. 2 cube means 2 cube into a is equal to 8a. 3 into 2 square means 4 minus 13. Similarly, here p2 of x is equal to 2x cube minus 5x plus a. G of x is equals to x minus 2. By using remainder theorem, equating g of x is equals to 0. That is equal to x is equal to 2. Substitute these two instead of x in p2 of x. That is equal to p2 of 2 is equals to 2 into 2 cube minus 5 into 2 plus a. 2 into 2 cube means 8. 5 2s are 10 plus a. P1 of 2 is equal to 8a plus 12 minus 13, and P2 of 2 is equals to 16 minus 10 plus a. So that is equals to 8a plus 12 minus 13 is equals to minus 1. 16 minus 10 is equals to 6 plus a. Gives the same remainder means P1 of 2 is equals to P2 of 2. When we substitute g of x in both polynomials, gives the same remainder means P1 of 2 is equals to P2 of 2. So P1 of 2 is equals to 8a minus 1. P2 of 2 is equals to 6 plus a, that is equals to 8a plus a transposes to minus a. Minus 1 transposes to plus 1. Here 8a minus a is equals to 7a. 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. Into a transposes to divided by a is equals to 7 by 7, that is equals to a is equals to, finally the answer is 1. Next, our question from exercise 2.3, ninth one. When a polynomial 2x cube plus 3x square plus ax plus b is divided by x minus 2, leaves the remainder 2, and x plus 2 leaves the remainder minus 2. Find the values of a and b. Let p of x is equals to 2x cube plus 3x square plus ax plus b, and here so g1 of x is equals to x minus 2, so g2 of x is equals to x plus 2. In our previous problem, there are two p of x functions. Here in this question, there are two g of x functions. By the remainder theorem, g1 of x is equals to 0. So g1 of x is equals to x minus 2 is equals to 0, x is equals to 2. X is equals to 2. Substitute this x value in p of x. That is equals to p of 2 is equals to 2 into 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus b. That is equals to 2 into 8 plus 3 into 4 plus 2a plus b. 2 into 8 is 16, 3 4s are 12, 2a plus b, 16. Here the both are integer values. So summation 16 plus 12 is equal to 28 plus 2a plus b. Here by the remainder theorem, equating g2 of x is equals to 0. So here x plus 2 is equals to 0, x is equals to minus 2. So p of minus 2 is equals to 2 into minus 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 whole square plus a into minus 2 plus b. That is equals to 2 into minus 2 whole cube means minus 8 plus 3 into minus 2 whole square means plus 4 plus into minus minus 2 into a 2a plus b. That is equal to plus into minus minus 8 2s are 16 plus 3 4s are 12 minus 2a plus b. These both are integer values. So minus 16 plus 12 is equals to minus 4 minus 2a plus b. Okay. P of 2 is equals to 28 plus 2a plus b. P of minus 2 is equals to minus 4 minus 2a plus b. That is equals to equation 1 and equation 2. In the given problem, p of x divided by x minus 2 leaves the remainder 2. P of x is divided by x minus 2 leaves the remainder 2. Here is also p of x divided by x plus 2 and divided by x plus 2 leaves the remainder minus 2. Here is also divided by x plus 2 leaves the remainder minus 2. So let p of 2 is equals to 2, p of minus 2 is equals to minus 2 by the given data. That is equals to substitute p of 2 is equal to 2 value in equation 1. So p of 2 that is equals to 2 is equals to 28 plus 2a plus b. So plus 28 transposes to minus 28. 2 minus 28 is equal to minus 26. That is equals to 2a plus b. That is equals to 2a plus b. This is equation 3. And so p of x divided by x plus 2 leaves the remainder minus 2. That is equals to p of minus 2 is equals to minus 2. So substitute this minus 2 in equation 2. That is equals to minus 2 is equals to minus 4 minus 2a plus b. Minus 2a minus 4 transposes to plus 4. That is equals to minus 2a plus b. Minus 2 plus 4 is equals to plus 2 is equals to minus 2a plus b. This is equation 4. Equation 3 plus equation 4. By the elimination method, minus 26 is equals to 2a plus b. So 2 is equals to minus 2a plus b. Summation of these two equations, plus 2a minus 2a cancel. B plus b is equals to 2b. Minus 26 plus 2 is equals to minus 24. So into 2 transpose is 2 divided by 2. So how many times? 2 divides 24? 12 times. That is equals to b is equals to minus 12. substitute these b value in equation 4. That is equals to 2 is equals to, in our equation 4, 2 is equals to minus 2a plus b. B is equals to minus 12 plus into minus minus. 2 is equals to minus 2a minus 12. Minus 12 transposes to plus 12. 2 plus 12 is equals to 14 is equals to minus 2a minus 2a. So into minus 2 transposes to divided by minus 2. 2 how many times? Divides 14 7 times. So a is equals to, final result is minus 7. So final a is equals to minus 7, b is equals to minus 12. These are the values of a and b.
Exercise 2.3, remaining sums as your homework. If you have any doubts, please contact my number. Thank you.